The issue of the POW.
Yes, but now this is not POW yet. This is encouraging Vietnamese asylum seekers in the camps in Hong Kong, Malaysia, to return to Vietnam. Rather than languish in those camps if they are screened out and not eligible for resettlement in the West. The options then are very narrow. They either languish in those camps until the governments forcibly repatriate them, if they do, and they probably most of them will, or return to Vietnam voluntarily under the protections of the UNHCR and, you know, all of that.
What are the numbers you're dealing with in that classification?
There's about 90,000 asylum seekers left in these camps in Hong Kong and Southeast Asia. 24,000 have returned to Vietnam as of now.
And do you follow up to make sure that they're treated all right?
Yes, that's really why I'm going to be doing, as soon as this delegation leaves on Friday, I'm coming back to Hanoi, put on my other hat, and start visiting both people who have returned. Absolutely.
And well, I think that's a necessary follow-up to have the credibility.
You're right. And I'll tell you how strongly I feel about it. I told the American Embassy when I signed the contract, and I told the Vietnamese government in Hanoi before I signed the contract, that if I ever, for any reason, can't visit those people here, I will give the required 30 days notice to void my contract. I will never go back into another camp and encourage one other person to come back here unless I have access.
Because of your credibility.
And just the moral thing, too. I don't see how I can do it. But anyway, you're right.
But you haven't found any problems where their rights have not been. So you're...
Very straight because it's in their interest. It's enlightened and self-interest.
Tomorrow morning, that was checking procedure so that I could utilize whatever time is.
I think we're going to do something, we're going to have to split into groups. And in order to accomplish everything we want to accomplish, we're going to have to split into 2 parts. And that's
What have you reviewed? We're just talking about general items waiting for your...
Is Chuck here?
I mean,
is
Bob, he was going to change clothes and come down.
Dino went to get center.
Well, let me, before, if he's on his way, let me
Smith's
just
on his way.
touch base with Bill. Push cooperation areas and made so far. To check and see exactly what the status of the team effort is here in the country.
The one that's going on now?
Well, the one that's been ongoing for several months, and to see to what level that's opened up the process. To ascertain the full level of cooperation we get in these with respect to archives, production of personnel, access to personnel, and access to lifecycle report checks. So it's a big agenda. There's a lot that we hope to do, and we hope to actually push the process a little bit in certain fields.
So you're going to follow up on the agreements that were made?
Sure. The 5-poke program is sort of the basis of the current activity. We think there are some things that they could extend, and we're going to talk about that.
What are the particular areas you want to talk about?
Well, on the response time on life sighting reports, the logistics issue remains a question.
Helicopters?
And some of the records, record access and personnel access. I mean, those are principal issues.
I will.
And you know, let me emphasize that there's a significant increase in cooperation, and we want to recognize that. And the Vietnamese have been far more open and helpful and forthcoming. And I think we're on the right road. The question is whether or not this could be speeded up or accelerated. Okay. We'll catch you along the road.
Yep.
See you later.
Thanks a lot.
Yes, and I have to.
Thank you for your patience.
And then meeting with the
Yes.
maybe the whole group,
Whole group, okay.
and the rest should be divided.
Divided up, okay. You can explain that to me.
Yeah. So we would like to invite you and to inform you about the schedule. First of all, I would like to be, on behalf of my foreign minister, to welcome you to Vietnam, to Hanoi. It's more appropriate to have my vice minister, Lê Mai, to come today. But unfortunately, he is in Bali, Indonesia today. So I'm working on behalf of him with you to inform you about the schedule and then to receive some more, requests from you and to see whether we can put all together in one day or more one day with this schedule. We intend to, meet every, request from the delegation, but because of the time, so please we will work together to arrange. So how you can benefit most of your visit, of your time in Vietnam, to find more information that you need. So the schedule we have worked out here, we get information from our mission in New York to inform us that you would like to see some of our leaders, some of our specialists, and visit some of the areas that you still keep in mind. So we try, to arrange for all that. First, today in the afternoon at about 14:15, you will have a meeting with the foreign minister. The foreign minister will cover, everything you want to ask him about the MIA issues, about the relation between our two countries, and some other things. After that, at 16, we will meet the defense minister at his the defense minister at his office. The defense minister now, is the ministry that most of the activity on MIA we are working with. The archives, the information, everything. So it is very important to talk to him and to ask him any question you would like to raise. And then at 17, we will have a meeting with Justice Minister Phan Hien. Now his position is Justice Minister, but he was the one participated in the Paris talk. And now he's the chairman of Vietnam American Society, society that would like to bridge, the two people together. So in that capacity, he would like to talk to you. And if you ask him about the information related to the Paris Agreement before, you should raise with him.
Can I ask you,
Yes?
may I interrupt just to ask you, when we meet with the minister with responsibilities for the Paris peace talks, will we also have, some of the other individuals who were there in Paris with whom I've met previously, Madame Bin, Madame Nu?
I think that we will have Madame Bin in that.
Madame Bin will be there. Bin. And any other individuals who were there?
For now, I know that Madame Bin will be in that meeting.
Former Foreign Minister Taik?
No.
Will we have an opportunity to meet with former Foreign Minister Taik?
We will ask that, but for now, we arrange for you to meet Minister here, Phan Hien and Madame Bin. Two of them participated in the Paris Agreement.
Do you have a sense of what former Minister Taik's availability will be?
Oh, I will ask, but I think that he's not covering, the issues at the moment.
I know he isn't at the moment. I'm interested historically. there's a certain historical background that we're trying to put together, and it's important, obviously. Some of the people we've requested to see go back a certain amount of time, and they're not any longer in official positions, but they are very important to helping us to understand what happened in the past.
Okay, we will see to that, but at least we will have two, people working in the Paris Agreement here, Pan Hian and Madam Lee.
I appreciate that.
And you can meet with them at other times, not just...
No, I understand. No, yes, let me emphasize, I do not need to see Foreign Minister Taik at that particular hour. I could meet him later, I could meet him tomorrow morning. There's flexibility in terms of when we would see him. Thank you.
Are any, may I just, are any of LADOC TO's staff people still around that could be available to talk regarding the Paris
I
Peace?
think that Pan Hian is the one, working very closely with LADOC TO in the Paris Agreement. We have our, Đặc Nhiệm Bai, is the one of the key staff, but now he is the ambassador to Canada. He's...
Well, we meet with him there.
Yeah, you might call him, and see him in Washington. He got to come down to see.
Thank you.
And then at about 18, you will have a meeting with General Hoàng Phương. He is the director of the Institute for Military History. He knows a lot about campaigns of the history in the war, so you may ask him. And then at 17, we arranged for you to meet the man who is in charge of POW during the war.
Mr.
E.
E. Correct. Right.
Could I, excuse me.
And you, here I heard that you would like to see some others.
Yes.
We will have to, ask the Defense Ministry whether they are available.
It's the military law unit.
Yeah.
But let's go back to...
The military law unit, I think we had requested from New York through the ambassador. And that's a very important meeting from our perspective.
Particularly this one. This man.
Yeah. When you maybe we will ask them today, and when you meet with the defense minister, you may raise the question with him, because he has all the power to have his colonel and lieutenant colonel and everyone to see you.
Well, that's what we need.
That is why we consider that the meeting with the defense minister is very important.
Good. Thank you.
Can we return to the 6 o'clock meeting? The suggestion was made that we split into 2 groups, perhaps, then.
I think we should. I think we should maximize. We can divide up into 3 groups.
That is, we have in mind that you should divide 2 or 3 groups.
We're prepared to do that.
Yeah.
And in addition, if we can't get to somebody today, the most important thing for us is to have a guarantee, an assurance, that we can see that person. To have the Minister of Defense or Interior or the General Secretary make certain that we leave here with an agreement that those people will be accessible and we can have staff available or on a return trip.
That's a great relief for me because we are some of them may not be here.
I understand.
In other provinces they retired. So
I understand.
you can have staff to meet them later on.
The key is this is a beginning.